By now, we know how to create a funnel to build an audience. So now let's take a look at a sales funnel. So let's create a new funnel, choose sales funnel, and click create. In this type of funnel, you'll always find an order form and a thank you page. The order form is really the only page you need to sell something with SystemeIO. But to make this example more robust and clear, let's add other funnel step or other pages. So we're going to add a sales page, an upsell, and a downsell. Let's now reorder the pages. Remember, the steps in your funnel follow a sequential order. So the first step is always the one on top, and then the next steps follow underneath. The thank you page in this case goes last. So let's choose the templates for each one. And now that I've chosen all the templates for all my pages, remember you can customize all of your templates with your brand's colors so that you have a cohesive funnel. So now let's start with the first page, which is our sales page. Usually, the sales page is a simple page. You would use this page to present your offer in detail. It's very informative, so you would use text blocks and buttons mainly. And these buttons usually take you to an order form or several order forms depending on how many offers you have on your sales page. For example, I can make this button redirect to my order form, which is the next step in the funnel. So I would just go to the editor, click on the button, and then where it says action when button clicked, click on next step URL. Now we just save, and this means that when someone visits the sales page and reads about your offer, and then they click on the button, they go straight to the order form where they can pay. Now let's take a look at the order form. The order form is a special page. You're going to notice it's a little different from the other funnel steps. To start, you can see you can add an affiliate commission here. This means that you can actually give a commission to people or affiliates who promote your offers. So here, for example, if you type 20, it means that you will give 20% commissions to anyone who promotes your offer. In order for them to do so, they just need to take the link to the page and add their affiliate ID to this link and share it with their audience. We can also add a sales limit, and this means that we can limit the number of offers that are sold through this order form. Think of this limit as an inventory for your order form. So let's say you only have 10 spots on your online course, then you would type 10, and after 10 sales are made, the order form will no longer be available, and it will redirect to the page that you choose right here. All right, now we need to choose the type of offer that we're selling. We can have a digital product or a physical product. But for this example, we are choosing a digital product, and then we will go over physical products later on. So when you select a digital product, you will see resources and price plans. Resources are the digital products that you can sell with this order form. So you can sell an online course, a course bundle, or access to a community. And you could also choose to add a tag here. This doesn't mean that we're selling a tag. It just means that a tag will be added when someone uses this order form, and in the event of a refund request, then the tag will be automatically removed because it was added automatically here in the resources. So if I want to sell a course, for example, I should use a course here, and then I would search for the training course in the list. Of course, I would have to create the course beforehand for it to appear on the list, and you would have to also host your course with SystemeIO for it to appear here. Now, for the online course, you will have different types of access that you can provide to your students. The first option is to give full access. This means that the client will get access to all of the modules and lessons inside your courses at the time that they purchase. On the other hand, if we choose to drip the content, it will be a little different. Instead of having access to all of the modules and lessons at once, there will be a delay between the lectures. This is especially useful if you're pre-selling your course. So let's say you finish recording a lesson and you give access to your students for them to see that lesson. And then the next week, you give access to the second lesson. Or even if you just want your students to go at the same pace, then you would choose to drip the content and not publish it all at once. Now, let's talk about partial access. This is really useful because you might want to sell specific parts of your course individually. Let's say you have a course in social media for beginners, and you have a module for Instagram, another for TikTok, and another for Pinterest, and one of your customers is only interested in learning about TikTok. Then instead of having to buy the whole course, they can just buy the module about TikTok. Right below the modules that you want to sell, you'll find two options. The first one is you can choose to grant access to the training course on a specific date. Again, this is great for pre-selling because you can let your prospective students know that they can buy the course now, but it will be available on a specific date in the future. It's also great for accountability and setting a goal when creating your course because once the date is set, you know that you have to keep your word and have it done by then. The second option is adding an expiration date to your course access. This means you can decide on a number of days the person has access to your course. Once this number of days have passed, your students will no longer have access to the course. So, for example, if I put here 30 days, this means that once someone buys my course, they will get access to it for 30 days. And then once the 30 days have passed, the access will be revoked automatically. As soon as you have a payment processor connected to your system account, you can create or add price plans to your order forms. So in order to do that, you would just click here and you would see this pop up with two options. You can choose a price plan from the price plans that you already have created. You would just click here and select one from the list. Or if this is your first price plan, you would click here to create a new one. So let's do that. When creating a new price plan, you will need to add the name for it. So the name will be displayed in your system dashboard. And you would also have to add a name that will be displayed in the order form. And this is the name that will be seen by your clients on the page. Then you need to add a statement descriptor, which is the text that your clients will see in their bank statements for the purchase. And finally, you would select the type of price plan that you're creating. So let's write test in all these fields. And of course, you would use your own names, but this is just an example. So now let's review the types of price plans that we have available, starting with one-time payment. One-time payments are a simple payment type, and the name says it all. It will only be done once. You would write the amount here, and your customer will pay it in full. So if we put, for example, 100 euros here, this is the total amount for your offer, and your client will pay it only one time and have access to it. This takes me to the second price plan option, which is subscriptions. A subscription is a recurrent payment. So you choose the frequency here and you add the amount. For example, if I write 10 euros here and I choose a frequency, for example, let's make it a monthly payment. So I would choose 1 month as frequency. So this way the customer will be paying 10 euros each month when he buys the offer. I can also add a trial period for my subscription. So if we put here, for example, 15 days, this means the customer will get the offer for free in the first 15 days after their purchase, and then they will start paying 10 euros each month. A subscription is not limited. So if someone takes a subscription, they will keep paying until the person cancels the subscription or the users or the owner cancels the subscription for that customer. So both of them can cancel the subscription to stop the payments. And if the subscription is canceled, their resources or the access to their resources will be gone. Like here, for example, we added an online course, so a training course in the resources. So if someone takes that offer, they will get the course, but if they stop paying for the offer, they will lose all the access to the course. Now let's check the third tab, and this is the payment plan here. So it's merely a monthly subscription, but then I limit the number of payments. So if I write 5 payments, it means that my customer will pay 10 euros each month, but only 5 times. So after the 5th time or the 5th month, they will stop paying and they'll get to keep their offer. So let's create a simple price plan. I will be using one-time payment and it will cost 10 euros. Now, the price plan has been created and added to the order form. All I need to do now is save and then go back and check the editor. Here in the editor, we need to check several things. So we need to make sure that we have a form with the necessary form fields. We also need to make sure that we have an element called payment method, and this element will allow the customer to choose the payment method that they will use to buy the offer. We also need the price element, and this will display the price on your page. And we also need to make sure that we have a payment button. The payment button cannot be customized, so it has no action here, as you can see. By default, the payment button confirms and validates the payment and takes you to the next upsell page or thank you page or whatever page comes after the order form on that specific funnel. So here's what the customers will see. There is a form to fill, and then they choose their payment methods. They see the price, and they can just validate the payment by clicking here. As soon as they click here, the payment will go through and then they'll get access to the offer. After that, they will be redirected to the upsell or whatever comes after the order form. Before we go to the upsell, let's check the other options that we have here. If you see here, we have coupons. So we can use coupons in an order form to give a discount to our customers. To do that, you would just need to make sure that you created the coupons here. And then I would come to the order form and choose the coupon that I want to use. There is a list of coupons that I've already created beforehand. So I would just choose the one that I'll be using. I just use the name test for this coupon, but you can call it whatever you want. You can give welcome coupons, or if you are doing influencer marketing, you can give them specific coupons like with their names. So this is the code that the customers will need to use in order to get the discount. They must type, in this case, test in order to see the discount. And for this example, the discount that they'll be getting is 20%. So I would just click save and go to the order form in the editor. So I would just search for the coupon element and just drop it on the page. So let's just do a test. Let's check if the coupon is working. If I write or type any code here, it will work. But if I type the right code, I will get the discount. So as you see here, the price now is €8 because I got 20% discount with the code.